What's up, y'all? It is Ra Ali, and you are back for another episode of On the Contrary.
Oh, you could actually, damn. Whitney Houston on that motherfucker.
A little soprano on that.
Oh, yeah, I seen that.
On the contrary. I'm just happy to see y'all. You know,
We happy to see you too.
Yeah, we back
And I
to
have
back.
to give a really big, great welcome to Miami to the big homie Jarvis.
Yes. Jarvis Dante Rivers. They call me Young JDR when I come to Miami. You know what I mean? I'm
Okay.
taking my talents to South Beach. LeBron.
Okay, all right
You know what I'm
now,
saying?
ladies, he's here.
Come
He's
on
here.
now. I'm
Listen,
here.
he's
Ladies, holla at
single
me.
and
I'm ready.
ready to
I'm ready to be
mingle.
in a relationship too. I'm tired of just having sex and all that. Then did it too much. I want to get in love and have a family.
I want to get in
He
love.
came to Miami of all places.
I want to fall in love. See, I want to fall in love.
How you say it?
I want to
I
fall
want
in
to sound
love.
good when I'm lying. How you say it?
Because you came to Miami to settle down?
Yes. I want to fall in love.
Fall in love and
can.
settle down.
I feel like my soulmate is here.
I agree.
I think so.
I agree. I think everybody's soulmate here.
For you.
Thank you.
I'ma
Manifest
speak
it for me.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Find it when you're not
We'll
looking.
do a
Yes.
spinoff on For the Love of Mr. Organic.
Yes.
And find him
Jarvis Dante Rivers, JDR.
Yes, JDR. We're going to do it.
This session today, guys.
All right.
I want to talk about how long is situationships supposed to last, or what do you guys think is a time frame for a situationship?
It all depends on the caliber of vagina you getting for a man. If that pussy real good, you getting extra innovative in that pussy. Most of the time, the woman gonna tell you when to get the fuck out of there, cause you know, especially if you just fucking, she gonna get tired of eventually. No matter how much you're doing, if you ain't giving her more than, you know what I'm saying, some dick, eventually you're gonna run out of
You
space.
get tired of it.
Me, I really don't. Cause I don't fuck all the time anyway. The same girl, so it's gonna be once a month, every now and then. I'm cool with that. Cause I got another 30 girls I'm running to anyway. In my past, now I'm in Miami. I
not
want
now.
to settle
Right,
down.
right.
But I'm talking about in the past. You know what I mean? So that's how I feel about it.
Okay.
She gonna tell you when to get out.
Situationships should be as long as both individuals respect each other's space. Like, it's a situationship. How long do you want to be actively in this situation? If I tell you I'm done, then respect it. If you want to keep it going, but you don't, respect that. So it's all dependent on the individuals involved.
I think of like if you in that, you know how you have that situationship phase of dating where you're not together, but you understand that there's certain things that you, I feel like if you're in that phase, then it's literally as long as you feel like it's like y'all are moving forward, then there's no time. But the situationship where it's like we just know that we get together, we do what we do, we might spend some time with each other every now and again, we got a good friendship. I think that it ends when something serious comes along for one of them. Yeah, like it's an automatic. It is what it is. But until then, most people ain't cutting that shit. I know that it sounds crazy, but it's the devil I know.
Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. I get that. Me too, though. I ain't gonna lie. I just lost me a good one. It hurt my feelings a little bit too. And she had, like I said before, I like that inner grippy pussy. Every woman don't got that, and she had that. You know what I'm saying? And she just cause he got tired of me on Instagram talking all this sex shit. Like I can't deal with you. You know what I mean? You fucking other girls, which is true. But damn, I was enjoying that. But hey, banish you to the rest of the peasants.
Can't stand a motherfucker to
like I'm losing.
I think 6 to 8 months should be the max time frame on a situationship where someone doesn't level up their position in a situation. And reason being is because you can get a man comfortable with just being just there, doing what he's doing, and he's having full access to you. He's doing whatever. And either you're going to be in a more serious situation, or I think you should kind of just move on. My motto really is for the single women is to date them all and may the best man win. So I do think you should have some type of time frame of like, this was fun, this was cute, but no, not what we doing. I wouldn't have to ask if you showed
if you
me.
did something right.
So I'm a Houdini on that ass.
See, that's what I'm saying. That always happened to me. I be thinking,
You can't do that
hey,
shit
come
when
over
you
tonight.
Yeah.
It's over. Goddamn. Okay.
See,
Especially
that
when
no
you got
is
options.
over. It's like, I don't even like that.
Yeah.
Like, I know people got to do what they got to do. You got to say something. But I'd rather not say nothing. I'd rather you just look for me.
Damn.
You know what's so funny about that, though? Because I think that comes into that caliber of personship we were talking about before. You know, at the end of the day, you got to know when you fucking with somebody who could go elsewhere, who got options. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, I'm late for my next nigga.
That's true, though.
That's being real.
That's a fact.
Segueing into our next topic. On the previous episode, we discussed if black men cheat more than other races. And we got into that. But let's delve a little bit deeper into more stereotypes of our men.
Okay.
Like whether or not they asses stay in the house. Like, you know, but you know, there's a lot about black men in the household.
Yeah.
Like, you know, single parent households and all that kind of stuff. I feel like that's a huge stereotype, that black men don't stay in the households with their families when there are a lot of black men who do. But I'm curious about
But
what
isn't
y'all
it
think.
a real proven statistic?
It is a statistic.
It was way
yeah.
higher though. Like back, I'm thinking like 15, 20 years ago, it was like 70% of black males grew up without their father at home. But now it's more almost like 50%. Like
Okay.
it's getting better. Because at the same time we keep forgetting the program we went through from welfare and stuff like that.
Right.
Making sure the black man
From
ain't home.
incarcerating the
Yeah,
black
so we
man
gotta
to make
think-
sure he's not there.
Right. So we getting
Yep.
better now as men and
A
as
lot
a
of our men are
society.
gay.
Yeah, I don't know about all that. I'm talking about.
I'm
They
sorry.
gay?
Are we
Okay.
going to talk for real or
Probably, I
what?
don't
We
know.
lose a lot of, and I'm not saying this that I have anything against gay men.
Of course not.
But the reality is a larger population of black men who are coming out as well.
But I don't think
So
they're having babies though, and then leaving and becoming gay. I
some
don't
of them were in full-fledged relationships with families, had families and children, and then decided, I don't want to hide anymore. I'm
And
loud.
leave it.
I'm
I don't
out,
think
and
that's
I'm
a large
proud.
percent of
I
the
know
kids.
for a fact, I'm not going to say a large percentage because that
Right.
wouldn't be fair because it ain't like I know
It's not
that
like it.
many
For sure.
people.
Right.
But I do know for a fact that there are a number of black men. I can't say it's not white men too because I don't know.
We know they doing it.
But
No, you
a
know.
large number of black men that are not comfortable coming out
Right.
with their sexuality, but it's because of us
Right.
as a culture, making black men feel like because they're bisexual or gay that they're inferior.
Right.
So now a man has to feel like, I don't want to deal with that. I don't want to be called names. I don't want to, and now they have to hide it.
Yeah.
So I know firsthand that there are a number of even high profile men that you would never expect that feel like they have to hide who they are, what they're into, just because of the backlash that they will receive.
Yeah.
So they're
Yeah.
being forced to have to hide it. It's a lot to deal with.
It is a lot. It's a lot to carry for a long period of time as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And anger.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whenever,
Oh,
you know.
another thing is, and I don't know if this is going, I don't want to go off the topic because I know that, we have to stay on, stay on board. But another thing is, in other races, I feel like being explorative within your sexuality is accepted. It's more like, okay, but within our culture, anything that remotely sounds like you could possibly be a homosexual male is you're just
Yeah, you
treated
bashed
like
about it.
you're bashed.
Yeah.
So it's like,
Yeah.
oh, you like what? Oh, you like when
Yeah.
and when
And not
it,
just for the men, because I know firsthand. I literally spoke about the fact that like if I have a partner and we're consistent, because I ain't out here eating everybody ass, right? I'm
Right,
not
just
out here
some
doing this for
asses.
everybody.
Some asses need
Right.
to be Asian.
Yeah, from here.
Mine. No,
Yeah.
sorry.
Someone always put himself on a list, okay? But I know for a fact that like I'm not even the one that would be perceived as a homosexual, but because I say I'm comfortable,
Yeah.
if I want to lick his ass, if he want his ass to be licked, then it's like, nah, you wild.
That's crazy. I mean, like, yeah, when that viral clip I had that was on y'all site, a lot of people was going crazy on me, and I'm like, I didn't know it was that crazy because, like, I talked to my homies.
oh, what was the response? What
It
were
was
people
great
saying?
response, but people like, oh, he gay, he's sus and all that, because I get my
Really?
salad tossed and all that. I guess because I said I cocked the legs up in the Boston Chris now.
He is so aggravated
Get
with
me
that
right.
shit,
He is so
Yeah.
aggravated. If you're not penetrating a person, right?
Right.
I don't think it's a homosexual act unless it's being done by a
With a
male.
That's how I
Man.
see it, too.
I
It's
don't
with the
think that it's
man.
I don't think that it's not you're gay because a woman is licking an area
When
on
they already
you. It's
slobbing down your
But you
balls
know
and
what it
It's
gooch
a
is?
anyway.
woman.
It's like for us culturally, what we just said, a lot of our men have been incarcerated.
Yeah.
right.
So we know they go to prison and then it becomes an association. Anything in the ass
Anything you
area-
go near it,
they,
right,
they
right.
fucking put knives
Is
up their ass and drugs and shit up their asses. And
Yeah.
you mad I got a woman licking me when you shoving
When
the
you shoving
goddamn
coke
metal up
shit
your
and
fucking
transporting it
ass?
across the thing, yeah.
Is you niggas
And aluminum
am
foil
I
and
out
shit.
my mind or I think
You said you got metal.
That's
you
real
putting a
shit.
metal knife in your
Smuggling
and drugs and coke in your ass, and you mad I got a woman enjoying my greatness?
Because they do that shit to get the
Niggas is crazy.
motherfuckers
said,
living.
and knives and metal and drugs.
Right. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
how they be sneaking the shit.
Of
You
course.
know, yeah.
So how am I
I think it's
crazy?
Whatever they
bullshit.
need to do.
Right, they gotta do what they gotta do.
I think that some of these men need to learn their bodies
Yeah.
and understand that, listen, the perineum is one of the most, that's the male P spot. Let's
Know
keep
what
it
that is?
real. Yeah.
What is that called?
So the perineum is the gooch.
Okay, I need to say that to
you
her.
not
Eat my
I be
perineum,
going
baby.
clinical on a motherfucker.
He said he gonna
Eat
tell
my
her
Chew my perineum, baby.
I call it the natural region. It's not your asshole and it's not your balls.
Ooh, that's
It's
a good
in the
in-betweener.
middle, right? It's right in the middle,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But I just think if you understand your body, first of all, for you guys who don't know, when you start getting aroused, the semen starts in your balls. Once you start getting aroused, it travels up to your prostate. It sits there and it adds seminal fluid. You cannot skip that process.
This bitch is
in
a
order
whole
to come.
scientist.
cold.
with it.
Yeah.
She cold with
So
it.
what we gonna
I
do
was
is,
wondering why that motherfucker get rocket launcher when
baby, that's why we start with the balls. If y'all not fucking with the balls, you fucking up.
That's the best.
But yeah, start with them balls, get it worked
Yeah.
up, and if you go and lick that region from the outside for a guy who might not, want anything in him or whatever the case is, you can add pressure right there while you over there stroking his balls with some good pressure and you doing all that other shit. I promise you, he gonna shoot for you.
That's a fact.
I definitely
Fact.
think that based off of the way you are describing this, that you deserve to have your bills paid.
And this is what I want to talk to you about with you.
3 of them to God. Talk to
Yo, Rod's not playing with it.
talk to JDR. Talk to the man right here,
Listen,
man. Talk
I
to the
need to
God.
understand, JR, why would it be a problem to make sure she's straight after
That's
she's
because I
dead?
get that anywhere, anytime, any
No,
place.
but not from a scientist.
I do the that scientist is next level. I ain't gonna
That's
lie.
your motherfucking scientist.
I can't deprive you of your glory.
That's
I
chemistry.
appreciate
You know what I'm saying? But I teach. I taught many. Yeah, I taught many people. I took many women to the abyss because a woman, as y'all know, to keep it real, a woman wants to be engaged in the top level nastiest, but a man has to bring it out of them. So you got to tell them like it's okay to do this. It's okay to do that.
Put your hand on my choke and reveal
Yeah,
that
once
bitch.
you put them in that
Like a
rim, they don't want to
seance.
come out
Out
the
of nowhere, she
dungeon.
just-
We got to take them to the dungeon. So I'm the dungeon taker. They didn't pay me. I don't want to be. Did he be paid? I ain't.
No.
What you got for
Let
me?
me tell you, I deserve
Are you
the show.
are you willing to keep an open mind about this topic?
No,
No, that's not right.
I know.
The relationship is compromise
came
and
here with that
understanding.
Yeah, I'm not.
If you are here with me in Miami
right.
and we rocking, we homies,
Right.
you gotta be open to passing the bag.
but I monetize my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I work my way up to this point, not to give it away to people that ain't helped me get it.
But we did help you as a community.
That's kind of
It
true,
kills
but I
me
bless
every
them
time you
too.
say that.
I bless them
Every time you
too.
say that.
I bless
And he
them
done
too.
All I'm
had-
asking is for you to keep an open mind. It's like me and Tish. I be asking her, stop having such a closed mind, saying no.
Yeah.
At least consider it.
Yeah, if the woman's worthy, she's gonna be definitely taken care of. She on my plate. But if it's just somebody that's in passing and I'm blessing them with this understanding, God bless them. But God already blessed them by allowing them to be with me. So I'm gonna pay.
Well, what's interesting is that you don't want to keep an open mind, but you want women to keep an open mind about a lot for you. You want
I'm
them
the
to
one.
be open to you fucking around.
I'm
You
the
want them to be
one.
open to all of that
They
stuff.
don't got no wins in no
So you don't
categories
think
with
there
me.
is a one with women?
Yeah, you talking about Rihanna's and all them ones way up there? Then I'm gonna adjust. But anything below that,
Oh, talk about stereotypes.
yeah, anything below that, I'm winning. So like, why should I relent when I win in all categories? That just doesn't make sense to me. I'm the one pulling up every time, so why I'm throwing shit down there? It's like the mob. When the boss, the earners bring the money to him. I'm paying you to bless you to be in the
can
family.
you open your shirt?
Oh, you want to see the full shit? Hold on, man. Shout out.
Is that Jesus there?
Yeah, that's Jesus right there.
Close to you.
That's my guy.
He hears you.
So I got Moses
right,
on
God
this side.
fearing, God
I got Moses on this side. You know what I mean? I got Genghis Khan on the other. I got, you know what I mean? I got some understanding. It's a good side and the bad
Mongolian
side.
warlords
Yeah,
mixed
gotta
in
have
with
that. I
God.
want the whole world. Get the gold, get the pussy, get everything.
He
Yeah.
said we rough trap niggas, but we still love, I,
For
That's
sure.
right.
I
Love
get,
God
I can
first.
fuck with
Got
that.
to.
God
I can
first.
fuck
Yeah,
with
that's the
that.
gargoyle
Yes.
in me.
One quick stereotype:
Oh,
black men and lack of affection.
Oh, that's heavy though. That's heavy.
Too deep for right now.
No, that's cool though.
but
That's cool because I understand
no.
that. Because
Let's
I'm not.
talk about
I know.
I
Can we
think
talk
that
about it?
It's a difficult conversation to have amongst women. No offense,
Yeah.
I'm very open to
because
this
it
one.
would defeat the purpose with not having enough men involved in that conversation.
Let's
Because-
hear it.
Well, from my point of view, I feel like I display a lot of affection, specifically to my son, right? I have
Yeah.
daughters as well, but to my son, like I kissed him on the forehead. I held his hand when we was crossing the street. The last thing I wanted for my son to be was anything like his dad, right? Not saying I was criminal-minded or anything like that, but I just knew that I wanted more for him.
Right.
And being affectionate would allow him to demonstrate that affection to his children moving forward.
Right.
So I believe that without me doing that, you see the kids that have those fathers that aren't really around,
Yeah.
like the black men that aren't in the household.
Facts.
They
I'm
see
one
their
of 'em.
kids with their baby moms walking through the same neighborhood that they hustling on,
Yeah.
right? and then they give their kid a pound and that's it.
Facts.
And 10 years later, that same kid is on the corner doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Now, that's just a 50% chance, but we see it way more often
Cycle.
Yeah.
than 50%. If
Well,
you look in your own neighborhood, if you add the category in your own neighborhood, you'd be like, yo, I remember
Yeah.
what
Right.
now his son is doing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though statistically it may not look like that.
Or he's cold-blooded. He has a lack
Yeah.
of regard for life.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
thank
'Cause he
yous,
didn't
no
receive-
pleases.
Right. He
And it
didn't
actually
receive
gets
affection.
worse
Yeah.
because now
I
they
get
get
that.
exposed
Yep.
to other things on the internet that then feeds that and grows
Right.
it.
Exactly.
What do you think that comes from? The lack of affection coming from the black man.
It comes from a repetitive chorus of action, and nothing ever changes in that course.
Yeah.
We see it over and over and over. It's so repetitive that it's annoying that you can already assume what's about to happen. I told my son one time when he was about 8, me and your mother won't let you do this because of this.
Yeah.
Whatever the case may be. And I used to say to him, sadly, watch how your friends turn up. He's 18 now. And some of his friends are just going through some real difficult times because of the decisions they made and because of the lack of affection
Guidance,
they received.
Can I add to this? I know you think you are in an audience of your opposite, but I grew up in a patriarch household, right? So my grandmother wasn't the one. It was my granddad, my uncles. So I had a stronger male influence, right? And my observation of a couple of things that I think also gives to that stereotype is that I watched my 2-year-old, 3-year-old brother fall on the playground and immediately be told, man up. Right?
Yeah.
So there's a conditioning happening from very young.
Exactly.
If he fell and he scraped his knee, that shit hurt.
Yeah.
Why does he have to suck that up? As opposed to acknowledging, like, I know that hurt. You're okay, though. Like, reassure them, you're okay, you're fine, nothing is broken, da-da-da. But I know it hurt. Because that guy then does that with everything. Every time he
I get what you're saying.
you know,
you
comes
make
into
a lot of
something.
sense, but I'm also guilty of being that person that said, like, stand up.
Right.
And not just to a boy, but to my daughters. If they fall and hurt themselves, I'm like, shake that shit off. You know
Right.
why? It's because the world
Ferocious.
isn't going to say,
No.
I know that hurt. That
Yeah,
No,
but
it's
I
not.
I get what
But
you're
I think
saying,
it's a
but to-
balance.
Yeah.
But to groom them, to be prepared for this cold world, you can't make them feel like it's okay to cry for 20 minutes because you scraped your knee.
No, but it's
But
about
oh,
it's
that
about,
hurt.
yeah.
It's all right, mama. It's all right, papa. Shake it off. You're a superhero,
Yeah,
right?
facts.
Like you're a superhero. It's okay,
But
even if
that's
you
different.
kiss it or
Yeah.
or,
That's
or
different,
it's
Ra.
okay. But like, but when you have someone that's like, oh, it's okay.
Yeah, that's next
Well, we're
level.
not
And
talking
you-
about that. So
or
no,
you
let
babying
me
them.
expand.
You know
Ra.
what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, but
Like,
it's not what I'm saying though. Because when I'm really speaking, I'm sorry. Let me move this. What I'm really speaking on is a lot of women complain about a man's emotional availability, their ability to show attentiveness. At some point, they have to be given permission in a space for that to release. That's why we have so many angry men.
Yeah.
They are mad as hell because emotion doesn't go anywhere. You have to transfer it. You have to learn. Maybe when you out in the world, because we're going to keep it real, this world is not the same place for black men.
Of course not.
And ain't nobody here, I don't think anybody disagree with that statement.
Nope.
Y'all walk out into a whole nother universe. And
Nope.
the closest thing to understanding that is the black woman.
Right.
We don't have the same experiences, but we got a lot of, that shit overlaps for us. You know,
Right.
we have to really bust our ass to be seen in certain ways. But also helping them understand that there's a certain time and space and opportunity for you to do that. Women, and y'all gonna be mad at me. A little
hear it.
bit,
Let's
but
hear
I'm
it.
not pro-feminist, pro this, I'm pro what the fuck I think is right. A lot of y'all don't understand how to create the space for that to happen for a man. So he's angry at home, he's angry at work, he's angry outside, you know what I'm saying? And there's no place where the fuck does the anger go?
but
Yeah.
raising a mama's boy is not going to make
Hell
a
no.
soldier.
No,
Yeah.
we're not talking about
But it gotta
raising a
be.
mama's
Because
boy.
Gotta be a beast.
I'm saying basically, I get what you're saying, but there also has to be some type
Some
of
yeah.
boundaries.
Exactly.
Because if you're sitting here making them think, or even a girl, because I don't think the rules should be different.
not.
Right.
I want my girl just as strong as I would want my son to be if I had a son. So I feel like making them feel like, oh, you don't have, like, my daughter's like, I'm like, walk up the steps. They're 2 years old, a 19-month-old, and a baby that just turned 3 on Saturday. Walk, let's go, let's go, let's go, let's get, let's go, let's go. Because, and
I'm not with
I mean,
my
I mean,
sons, and
love
I
their-
have
like,
only
their-
sons.
with like every crevice of their body.
Right.
But I know that I'm super strong, and I've always been super strong, and all the people that I've come across in my life, male or female, that didn't have that, they drown in so many different situations. They drown in every bit of life. Like, you be like,
but you got to think about.
But you don't want them cold to where they don't have compassion.
So that's what I'm trying to get into. It's the striking of the balance. We culturally do too much of one side. We don't give praise how we give punishment. Right. We quick to do this. But we're not quick to affirm them. You did a great job. You did that shit. I'm proud of you. I know it was hard.
I definitely do
you do it. I do it. But I'm going to tell you.
My baby used to party. I'll be like, get the booty. Get the booty.
We get the booty. What's up? But that's what I'm saying. The average woman, and I'm just being honest, because they've not received that, so they don't know how to do it. We have a level of intelligence about this shit and experience about this shit to have realized, okay, I know what the fuck I went through to be how I am today. We can do something for our children. And I think that's the part that you're saying. If you're going to be toughening them up equally, you know what I'm saying?
The balance is very important.
Space for the other side.
But it's hard when there's no father figures there. Like, most of us, we older now, so we evolved over time and understood, like, how to be a human. Like, I'm just saying thank you and please the people at 40-something. I was a monster my whole life. I didn't say I love you to my mom until I'm 30-something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And never got it back either. But I was perfectly okay with it because I'm built for war. You're right. And I was understanding that I had to be ferocious my entire life. Now that I'm successful, now I'm complete. I could be like, damn, I could be a better human now. Because you coming from the hood, you raised in the field to be a monster. I can't be saying I thank you. Like, people think they're gangster. People think they're tough. No, you're scared. You're scared and you're vulnerable. So you don't want to let that come to you. So you be proactive at it. So we're not raised by men that were vulnerable, that been through shit, because they're not there at all. All we raised by is the street guys or the basketball players. We don't know nothing but vigilantes and crazy people that's raising us. Only time we get like this is after we done lived life. Now we realize, like, damn, I could be a better. Excuse me. Thank you.
Ask a quick question,
I mean, you got to go through it to be that as a man.
On what you just said, it just made me think about something. We talking about this for our children.
Right.
But do you feel a responsibility to anyone outside of your kids? Like, so you just said there are not a lot of fathers, there are not a lot of this, but do men like you guys who reach a certain age in a certain place in your life feel a responsibility to men coming behind you, even if they're not your offspring, to kind of give to that?
To a certain extent, though.
Right.
Okay.
You have to understand your audience. We were talking about that before you ladies showed up. It could be 100 young men in the room. Only 2 of them are going to receive the message.
Right.
But delivering the message is just as important as understanding that 98 of them aren't going to be receptive to
it. Yeah, it's worth it.
Yeah, so you give it to them. You share your own experiences. You know, they all do it. But then you got those one
right ones. Because I was that kid. I was that kid that
his man out of his group were the only ones that made it out.
Yeah, that's it.
And then I still visit some of my friends. I'm not going to say they killers and all that.
Right.
But I just know that at a moment in my life, I just knew that it was it for them.
Right.
You know, that's what they were always
out here.
Yeah, for sure. So it's like I know for me, being Mr. Organic, having the platform I have, and how I lived my life from being from the streets, basketball and all that, but made it as an entrepreneur, it's my obligation to give it back to the people. Like, that's why I don't have kids, I feel, because I mean to give it to the people. You know what I'm saying? I go out my way to talk to people that really fuck with me. I go out my way, give my mentions, give them my ups and downs. I don't give them all the glory. I tell them, you know what I'm saying, I slept in the basement 6 years ago, living under old white lady, paying $600. But look where I got by believing myself, working hard, not giving up. It's okay to take a long time. I'm 42. I didn't get my first million until I was like 38. But it was okay. I still made it. If it's going to take you the rest of your life to be free and have this money, take your time. Don't rush it. Don't do no dumb shit to jeopardize your entire existence trying to rush the process. Man. Yeah, so it's like, I know I'm here for the people. And we are mandatory as black men, if we became successful, been through some shit, to give it back to our people. 100%. It's mandatory.
And to end that on this note, the way you said, you asked, do we have a responsibility? The reason why 98 of them aren't receptive is because they don't have that support to display affection to someone giving them something.
Someone giving them who's genuinely trying to give it from the heart.
They don't understand. They can't
catch.
They
don't know how to do it. But if they had someone in their life already providing that, and then we're just...
Yeah, because I find women seek it out more. Like, you know, so I could see that. I appreciate that.
Thank you, guys.
So I really appreciate you giving me that, because that's something that I needed. But you know what? This is a conversation that gets me emotional, gets me hot, and I could go off on it. But I want to know, Ra. I know, just to shift the mood a little bit.
Yeah.
Right.
What you need to get off your chest this week?
Yeah. What is it? What is it? What it be?
like a
Who did what?
Nobody really did anything to me because I don't tolerate anybody doing anything to me.
Period.
Okay? But something I'll say gets on my nerves a lot, and I think it's all of our world. Social media is a part of our world now, is the lack of leadership within the comment section. I feel like people are such fucking followers.
What's wrong with them?
If two people say, if you had an opportunity to ask Beyonce one question, instead of everybody digging deep into their own mind and saying, what would I ask her? And then writing it, they read what the
Somebody
other person
else
says,
is it.
and then they copy the same thing
like
over
it,
and
yeah.
over and over and over and
And
over.
they just hoping somebody like theirs
Over
more.
and over. They have no, like,
Originality.
why is it that whenever you read a comment section, it's always, whatever the comments is, it's 80% is the same opinion.
Facts. Follow the
Like,
leader.
get your own brain. Get your
scarecrows
own
out there,
thoughts. Or
Yeah.
if you agree with something, right? Say, you know what? I like to piggyback off of one of the comments that said such and such, and you could elaborate. But why are we just copying and pasting?
Yeah.
Because
knows
people
how to
just
think
want to
for
have
themselves.
something to say.
Yeah.
Because they ain't got
It's
shit to
so
say.
And negativity
corny.
gets the eyeballs faster. You know what I'm saying?
It's so. But even when it's
just-
something positive,
Oh, okay.
they'll be like, sis slayed, and you just
And
keep
they-
seeing
yeah.
sis slayed. She ate. She
Follow the
left
leaders.
no crumbs.
Eight
Yeah, that's a
down.
new
And
one.
I-
Yeah, the crumb
Like,
eaters.
oh my
down.
God! Please, can we get a sense of
Yeah, it's
our
never
own
just like,
identity?
Yeah, there's no individuality.
Yes, let's have our own minds, our own identity, and
Yeah.
let's. It's okay to be you and to have your own opinion and to plant that there because you might be leaving an impression on someone else, giving them a perspective that they didn't think about. Let's stop being followers.
Most definitely. More leaders in this world.
Leadership.
Yeah, get that
Love
off your
that. I love
chest.
that.
Oh, and for the record, speaking of,
Uh,
I just want to say that whenever y'all send me negative messages, I know people say they unbothered. I know people do that, and they be lying.
right.
I swear to God, I don't give a fuck.
No
I
fuck
You
shit.
gotta
swear.
know it.
I swear
It ain't
I
relevant.
don't. And sometimes people are funny, and I like to laugh.
Yeah.
Sometimes it might be comedic,
Facts.
and I might chuckle.
I might joke
But-
on myself.
But
Yeah.
oftentimes, one, I don't care, but two, I also don't even allow myself to retain it. Like, I don't even read it. So you could even be saying something really wonderful, and it's not likely that I'm going to read it because I refuse to allow my brain to be contaminated
Both
by all
ways.
the noise.
Yeah, if you hear the
Either
happiness, you
way.
don't
Well,
take
you
the
know, that's
sadness
how
too.
our
It's
relationship
very important.
started. Actually,
Yeah.
I was just like, listen.
And that's what I told Cash I liked about her. I was saying she had a viral clip where, she was elaborating on a very, very intense topic.
Right.
And there's thousands of people. I'm talking about thousands of people that were commenting on her hairstyle, her
Right.
appearance, how they
Right.
didn't like her whatever. And I loved that she did not care at all. That stood out to me.
Right.
Because if you are broken down and you're so upset by the words of other people, you ain't going to
nothing.
survive even in this setting right
all.
here.
Never.
Because
At
when it
all.
starts to get real and people don't agree with things, you're going to run for cover.
Yeah, you gotta be.
When people
thick
start
skinned.
bashing you like, oh, that means you're out of here. So
Right.
I love that when you got some strength and you could carry that shit on your back, and also you don't allow yourself to be overly complimented either.
Yep.
Oh, she
Right.
a bad bitch. Now you think
Yeah.
you the baddest bitch in the world.
Yeah,
No,
relax.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Definitely
Relax.
not.
I always
Definitely not,
tell
baby.
people
Relax.
we're gonna take hate and turn it into paychecks.
Right.
Because while
Okay.
you focus on commenting on somebody else's thing, you're not the topic.
And I just
And
go off
that's-
real life. I just go off real life.
Off
More
real
time
life,
you walking in
yeah.
the street, you don't get nothing but the real people give you love.
Yep.
You don't get no hate in real life.
And if we can
Let's
set
be
the
realistic.
tone for leadership like that
Right.
and not care, it actually is another way that you said doing your part when it comes to the kids that are coming up.
They need that.
They're so emotionally controlled by the opinions of other people. How
Yeah.
many of these kids are wanting to kill themselves?
Yes.
They're being
Because of
bullied.
that type of stuff.
What I tell you,
Social
my
media.
father was so hard on me growing up because he was determined to say, I'm not going to be a statistic. He refused. He would say all type of things to me to remind me that, oh, you're not going to fuck this package up. I worked too hard for it. This ain't going to happen to you.
Damn right.
And I feel like that tough skin and hearing those things, it really became a part of me. That's why going back to the being tough with your kids, because now they little punk pussies, and now somebody's like, you're ugly, and they're
And
like,
they
I
take
want to
it.
die, and they
Right.
can't
Yeah.
take it. They
But
can't
you know
take
what I'll
it,
say
you know?
on that, and
Yeah.
I think to kind of close that part is also your voice, what you choose to leverage it for, you understand, is something that you can choose to do positivity with.
Yep.
Like, we talk our shit, we this and that, but we all making moves, and we know that we have influence. Right? And with influence comes a little bit of responsibility. Because you know people, I know that there's a younger person who might be looking to me. My thing is, even with that post that we spoke about, right? As a woman, for me, I see a girl on an off day, I'm trying to fix your crown. Right. I'm not trying to look for a reason to be like, bitch, you're this. You know, I don't have a reason to give you that hate. Right. As opposed to be like, hey, can I point you into the direction of this? Can I connect you with this or whatever. Right. Now, if you the kind of bitch who don't want to receive that, like you said, like the 98,
right.
I'm gonna keep moving.
I ain't even pointing your child. I'm gonna just keep on scrolling. Mind my fucking business. Because you try to tell, like, unless it's my people. If it's my people, then it's different. Right. But you try to extend something to these girls these days, they be so mad. Oh, she hating.
Yeah,
she hating. She mad because
so smart.
She mad because I used to fuck her old nigga, and he used to be going crazy in the pussy. You be like, bitch, what?
Old nigga. You want yesterday's problem?
Ma'am, would you like to see the last wire transfer that came in from him? I'm just trying to tell you who can lay your lace.
Right.
That one. Listen, who can get where you can get the good edges.
Like, what does that have to do with this?
Yeah.
It's so, always think somebody mad about something.
But you gotta be careful what you let into your energy and your space, because that's really what the social media shit is. It'll have people literally glued. They show you your screen time. I don't know if you ever look at your screen time. And like, you looking at that shit for 9-10 hours, and y'all just looking for shit to be mad about, while other people is out here busting ass, cashing checks, and making moves.
Absolutely, I agree.
Social media is the place where everyone that didn't raise their hand in class sits.
Finally get to talk to the cool kids. They didn't get to sit with us, now they get to talk to us. Fuck out of here.
I got something to say.
Behind them keyboards, the fingers be like this.
In real life, they be shaking. Oh, nice to meet you again. Saying niggas calling me bitch ass nigga. What's up, nigga? Oh, love, man. Anniversary. Yeah, I know.
Because I've never seen that hate in life.
Never in life.
I met a person, they're like, are you this person? And they're like, oh my God.
They're never saying what they would say to you in the comment section.
So that shows you what's real and what's not. Simple as that.
Yep.
We're living reality.
I love it,
y'all, man.
Yeah,
well, that was my 5-minute rant.
That was a good one.
It was a really good one. Yeah. And I want to know, because we talked about a lot of great things. We talked about new places, new beginnings, all that stuff. What is one word for some, like, that you want to take into 2024? Like, if you could make this your word of the year, your mantra, what word would you choose to take into 2024?
Mine would be humility.
Dang, that's crazy. You stole mine. I've been working on mine.
Great minds.
Yeah, so I get it. We got to work on that. So, I've been trying.
That's real though. That's real.
It is.
Well, we give you some time.
That's been it, and that's still it.
My word would be consistent.
Oh,
that's the key.
That's heavy.
Remain consistent in all that you do.
Absolutely.
I love that. For me, the word is proliferation.
Oh, girl, we don't even know how to spell it.
I'm gonna tell you. Where Tip at?
Or
spell it.
Look, in other words, I want to grow. I want to grow so fast, like cells reproducing. I just want.
She said,
I don't want regular growth. I want the type of shit that's just.
Say the word again.
Super growth.
Proliferation.
Proliferation. Proliferation.
We about to proliferate in 2024.
Ooh, that's a good word.
I put it on all of y'all. We growing. We growing.
Proliferate.
Oh, it's growing. Look at it. I see it. The buster. Look at it. Bust a damn button up a damn jeans.
Look at his button opening.
That shit grew fast.
Quick, dude. Don't touch that knee.
I'm supposed to talk about your dick.
Proliferation.
About your lifestyle.
Proliferation.
He gonna proliferate.
I'm gonna irrigate something.
He said, look at it busting out.
Bust out the damn scene. Mine's is appreciation. Of course, I needed humility. I needed it for a lot of my life, because I was way more unhumble on the way up. Once I got things, I was like, damn, I got to relax because God is watching me. Mm-hmm. So now I just want to appreciate the blessings of coming where I come from, being where I'm at, and give that more to people because I wouldn't be here without people. So I need to appreciate that more, So it is humility, but definitely appreciation of just the blessings.
I like that.
I like it, y'all. Woo!